Hi guys, Horus here for another horoscope zini video. I know that some of you guys speak the English language, so although English is not my mother language, I like to do some videos in English because I can practice the language and so on. And I hope you guys like it, because what I will do here is to explore, do some Hexcrawl over Blackmoor, Dave Arneson's campaign, and also a setting. So some of Blackmoor areas and territories are described through some adventures released by TSR during the 80s, and we will not stick to those canon, to those information. Our objective here today is to do some Hexcrawl using the map, and for the sake of doing some minimalist and fast and easy, I will use MSX, a game that we released and is being shared at each. So check our each in the Linktree link in the description of this video if you are interested. So first let's roll some characters, and for MSX we will use the basic rules for rolling some characters. So roll 3d6. So we have the first character here, and this will be Emur. And this guy has a physical 2, so a -1 for this guy, mental 5, so a +1 for this guy in the mental attribute, and the lucky score will be a 3. Okay, and this guy has 4 hit points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So our character is already rolled, and I will consider that this guy will be like wizard. Wizard. So, as MSX only have basic guidelines to create simple characters, magic and wizardry is not covered. So I will improvise a lot, because we have a wizard and this guy maybe will use some spells. So I will improvise, and this is super cool to do. And then oh yeah, there is a supplement for MSX called Faith, and over there you can find how some characters can use like magical powers and so on. Also you can check this on our each. It was already shared over there. So Emur will be a wizard, and then our second character will be a tough guy like Roof. And this guy has a physical 5 +1, mental 3, no adjustment, and pretty lucky. And this guy will be a warrior, right? Roof, the warrior. And let's check the character hit points. Wow, 6 hit points. Tough indeed. 4, 5, 6. like the video game energy bars from many games that I love. So big up to Guilherme. Guilherme is here. Big up, Guilherme is joining us. And then our third character. So let's check our third character. Maybe a hireling. This guy was not so lucky. Okay, but anyway, the fun to do this is to explore and try to survive, right? So this guy can be Unok. And then physical will be a 3, no adjustment. And then mental 2 -1. And lucky score will be a 2. And this guy is a hunter, like a peasant. Let's check the hit points for this guy. Oh, 1. Seems that randomness is playing tough with us, because this is pretty much a wizard, because the mental is super high and hoof is pretty tough because he's a water, so his physical is brilliant. And this guy Unok is just like a common guy, a hunter, maybe a peasant that hunts, and has some very common attributes, even just one hit point. Okay, let's try to survive this. And as I said, we won't use all the information of this setting gives to us, so we will be doing like a very basic Hexcrawl with a lot of improvisation, and I want to share how I improvise these things during a solo RPG Hexcrawl. So if you guys like our content, please hit thumbs up, like this video, and make sure you are subscribed into our channel. And let's say we will start at Duquesne, this point of interest, and we have to travel down to Midges, Tower of Midges. We have to travel to Midges. So the scale of this map is each hex has 12 miles, almost 20 kilometers, and for me, one person can walk, because I do my daily Hexcrawl, guys. I hit record or play into my apps and start running. No, I start walking, right? I am not an Iron Man guy. I'm just a nerdy guy that likes to walk through the neighborhoods, right? So and so I know that I can walk without destroying my knees and my feet, and feeling a lot of pain during the night after walking a long distance, if I maintain like 12 miles per day, like walk a bit during the day and then during the afternoon, and this is okay. And this is very important because we will be traveling, crossing this territory. So let's assume that we can walk from one hex to another during one day. But this can be a bit different if for example, the weather is harsh, or but we won't be sailing, but the weather can like turn things complicated. So we will try to stick to the road, the trail, go south until we find this major road and go a bit west and north through midges, right? And that's it. So Kyle already joined us here, and let's try to demonstrate how can we improvise a Hexcrawl session only using D6s, because MSX use D6. And Kyle said, hey, the dice really hated this guy. Yeah, It was pretty bad rolling dice. But that's okay. That's okay. This is the fun of playing. You have to deal with adversity. And this is nice. So let's start our journey at Duquesne and go south through this area. So what we can foresee is there are some small rivers, and there is there are some swamps and marshlands to the west near the river. The reason we won't use the river to travel, it's because it's full of bandits and bad guys. So maybe through the road can be more safe. Okay. So what we can do to start our Hexcrawl procedure is like roll for the weather, and to do this I use a simple D6, and the highest the more difficult or harsh will be the weather. So by rolling a D6 I got, oh no, this is a 6. You guys are kidding me. Okay, we have to deal with this tragic weather. Maybe it's raining and there are thunderstorms, but for some reason, Emur, Roof, and Eunuch they should get out of Duquesne. Maybe those guys are suspects, and maybe the thieves of this place are looking for them. Maybe they did something nasty and they have to get out of this place as fast as possible. So under heavy rain those guys will walk, but sorry, they won't cover 12 miles per day. During the daylight hours they will walk a shorter distance, right? Maybe 8 or I don't know, maybe 6 miles, because it's raining a lot. This dice was rolled and we got this result. And for this, to keep track of time passing, I will use this technique. Simple. You can simply draw a pizza, because I know if you are a nerd like me, you love pizza, and and then we can, let's take this. We can use this color water-based pen to mark the passage of time. Right, okay, so let's start adventure. We have to get out of this place. The thieves are like looking for us, and Emur said to Hoof and Enoch, hey guys, we have to get out of here. Hoof, take the lead, and Eunuch, you go first. And then Eunuch, yes, master, I will go first. And Eunuch go first, this hunter. And they can see badly the trail ahead. they can see badly because it's raining a lot, and the guys have to travel down south. Okay, and no umbrella for these guys. It's like this is like Blackmoor, medieval. There's no umbrella or things like this, and still, while traveling this hex during the first day, maybe they can encounter I don't know, some traveling people that are traveling, or merchants, I don't know. So the chance of encounter during the day maybe will be 1 or 2 in a d6, and I will add 1 to this chance to turn things more interesting as we cover this area. Okay, so and for this first day traveling down south, and let's check if there are any encounter. 1 or 2, there will be an encounter. So Clayton is also here. Clayton is joining us. Hey Clayton, how are you? Big up guys. So Clayton is joining us. Kyle is saying the whole world is against them, poor dudes. Yeah. And also Formal Lands Archives is here. Great stuff, Horus. Hey, thank you for joining us. So if you guys want to help me get rid of this bad situation, please help me using the chat during our live streaming. So let's go south, and 1 or 2, there will be an encounter. Oh yeah, there will be an encounter. We walked for 6 miles at most, and then we will encounter something. And let's say we also can roll another d6, and the higher, the more complicated will be this encounter. So the lowest the number, the easiest will be this encounter, to deal with this encounter. So a 3, okay, it's like in the middle of this range from 1 to 6, like a middle number, okay. But we walked all 8 hours possible during this first day, and maybe because the guys are so near Duquesne, it's a very important point of interest. Maybe there are simple people going north through this road, and the guys find a place as the rain begins to ease, and the guys find a place like under some trees. There are 3, 4, 5, 6 old trees over there, and before a total sundown, the guys like gather around these trees. Okay, there are no thunderstorms, so it's safe to be under those trees, and they share some meal, because they have some meal for the journey, and excluding the first day traveling, how much food and water they have. Let's roll to define this. Okay, they have 5 portions, so they can eat and drink for 5 days, excluding the first day. And maybe we already ate during the first day, the first portion, and there are like 5 meals for them before they need to start foraging for food. And maybe Enoch can show his skills, like hunting for them. Okay, so a very rainy day, but the guys are out of immediate danger, like imminent danger, and they find a place under the trees. They eat something and encounter some common people traveling north, and will sleep and wake up very early to continue their journey. So the fact that rained a lot, maybe the travel can be complicated, because the road can be muddy and swampy and soaked with the water that rained in torrents. So let's check what will happen, because the guys did not cross it an entire hex over the first day, and the next day how the weather is turning. So I will roll 2 d6s and take the lowest number, because they already had a bad weather ahead, and I will use the lowest number rolled in 2d6. So, put this die away. No sixes, please. Let's stick to this result too. Okay, it's like sunny and there is a light breeze, maybe coming from the north down south, and they start walking. And they progress in a normal way. Let's say they can progress like 8 or 10 miles during this day. And the first day they walked 6 miles. I will take this note here. And this day maybe they can walk 8 or 10 miles. So it will be a 9. Middle ground between an 8 and a 10, right? Because the area is turned into a swamp, and there are swamps over here. So this area can be like the base of like a valley, right? And until they reach maybe the crossing of this river, this place can be the bottom of this valley, okay? And so the guys in the second day arrive here. So first day they stayed in the first hex, and then they are here at the second day of journeying down south. And let's check. They will eat a portion of what they have to eat, and maybe during the after lunch the guys maybe can encounter something. So the weather is good. They can see maybe they can see the horizon, and if there is something coming they can see for miles, and the chance of encounter will be 1, 2 or 3. I will add 1 to turn things more dramatic. and let's see what will happen. Oh, we got a 1. Okay, there will be an encounter, and the nature of this encounter will be defined by this die. So the highest the number, the more difficult it will be the guys to get rid of this encounter. And for this I will turn things more bad for those guys. I will drop the lowest and take the highest number rolled in 2d6 for this. And okay, but 4 is over the middle of the range of the possibilities. Roll it within 1d6. So by after lunch the guys already traveled 4 hours. So after lunch they maybe is not can be a creature. Yeah, can be a creature. Not common people walking through the trail. Can be a creature, because right to the east there's a lake, and to the west there's a swamp. Maybe a creature that is crossing this place. I can imagine like a nice picture, maybe nice artwork by Frank Frazetta, like Conan slashing a giant lizard, and maybe this can inspire or an encounter. So the guys will encounter a huge lizard, like walking from this swamp and going east to this lake, right? I think that this can this can be difficult for those guys. So Eunuch say, "Hey master, there's a lizard coming, a huge lizard, a giant lizard. What you guys want to do? We will stay on the trail, or what you guys think that we can do? I never fought a creature huge like this. Normally I go after rabbits and hares, but a giant lizard like this is very. I am afraid. What we should do?" And then Eunuch is really afraid, because this guy only hunts rabbits and small birds and rats and things like this. And Emur and Hoof can also see a giant lizard coming from like a pond that is to the west of the road. So to the right. To the right of them, because they are traveling down south. And Roof says, "Hey, maybe I can use my blade if this huge lizard coming after us. So let's stay here, because the breeze maybe can carry our scent, and we are without bath for some days, and maybe the creature is hungry. I don't know if lizards can perceive our smell, but we are smelling pretty bad. So let's stay here and check if the wizard come after us. Eunuch, join us. Stay here over the higher ground." And they stay over a higher ground, and the lizard is passing down below, and there is a chance this lizard will go after them. Maybe the creature is hungry, and the creature see 3 tiny figures, and maybe this creature wants to dinner, and briefly before sundown, let's check if the creature is walking towards them. And I will roll 2d6, and I need to roll an 8 or higher. If I roll under an 8, the creature will go after them. Okay, 5 plus 1 is a 6. And the creature will be looking for them. Okay, so maybe the lizard is sliding from west to east, and there are 3 tiny figures over there. I will die and I will eat them. This is the creature thinking with himself, and then the giant lizard strides and going uphill after the guys. And then Hoof is a tough guy, but is only prepared to fight like melee, like a close encounter. And Emur is a wizard and maybe can try to stop the creature. Let's improvise. Maybe there are some vines and the grass is taller, and maybe Emur can use his spells to entangle this giant lizard. We are improvising because MSX is a low fantasy, dark fantasy, sword and sorcery kind of minimalist OSR game, and there are no complicated rules, so magic is not covered. There is a supplement called Faith that can help you use magical powers if you want with MSX, but this game is pretty minimal. There's no rules for this. You can improvise like me. So I will give you an example. For example, Emur has a high mental score, and I can resolve this using 2 techniques. One is rolling against a difficulty that can be beat by rolling 2d6. Like we know that most likely we will roll a 7 because there is mathematics and mathematics involved when you roll 2d6. Mostly you will roll a 7. Chances are you'll be rolling a 7, and the difficulty for this trick to entangle a giant lizard that maybe it's a kind of strong, muscled opponent can be like an 8 or a 9. But Emur has a +1 here, so you can roll against a difficulty of 9 and check what happens. Another way to resolve this is Emur spending a lucky score and then checking for his lucky rolling under his lucky score. So before losing 1 point, you check rolling under against the lucky attribute score, and if you roll equal or lower, the result is successful, and then you lose 1 lucky point. I don't know, we can use either way. I don't know which method you guys prefer. I don't know, because we can use both. I think that maybe you can use the lucky stuff. We can lose 1 point and then we roll under this number. We have to beat a 3 or under. We got a 6 and we lose one lucky point. Okay, we are not so lucky today. The guys are having a bad day. They are traveling for a day under heavy rain, and during the next day they encountered a giant lizard, and I don't know what will happen because Ivor badly missed the opportunity to entangle the giant lizard. So I will try to entangle that lizard and fails miserably. So and then Rolf looks right in the eyes of him. Hey, what you did? The creature is still crawling towards us. And Rolf is a guy that very impatient, and this guy will like unshelf his sword and go after the lizard to maybe kill the creature. So Rolf is a very brutal guy. So Rolf is uphill and go downhill, carrying his sword to try a fierce blow against the giant lizard rigid scales. And the way to do this is like using MSX rules for combat, and Rolf will have a +1, but this creature has a very thick scale, and this means the defense of this creature is like I will take notes here. Lizard, giant, defense score can be like an 8. 8, no, 8 is too easy. A 9 will justify the fact this creature has a thick scale. And hit points. This creature can possess 6 hit points. 6 hit points. And let's see what will happen, because Rolf will go after this creature. And against difficulty of 9 +1 here, we got 5 +2 is a 7, +1 is an 8, almost a 9. So Rolf will use a lucky point to increase this number. So this 2 can be like a 3, and by rolling an 8 +1 is a 9, and Rolf successfully hits the creature. And the damage for Rolf, that is carrying like a large sword, can be like 3d6. Okay, we got 5 +3 +3. 5 +6 is an 11. Okay, an 11. So this creature is killed with -5 HP. Okay, so Rolf goes berserk over the creature and like pierces the creature underbelly. He manages to find a place to get through the creature's skin and kills the creature instantly. So this lizard is almost as large if we put Rolf like over the ground. This creature is as tall as Rolf, from head to tail, and Rolf managed to kill this creature. So maybe they can have some lizard barbecue, because this is a huge lizard and they can use it for food, or maybe to sell this creature's skin for merchants. I don't know, because they will have to travel to Midges, and maybe over there they can sell the skin of this creature for a leather worker, or I don't know. But maybe they should use salt to keep this skin unharmed for a leather worker use it properly. And Enoch is a hunter. Maybe Enoch knows how to do this. And the way to check if Enoch knows is to roll under his mental score. So 2 or under. No, 5. Enoch.
Master, I don't know how to keep this skin preserved. I already heard that we can use a mixture of salt and I don't know, other things, some herbs, and I don't know how to do it. Maybe let's keep this lizard for the vultures or the crows. Let's get out of this place. Maybe the thieves are over us down the trail also.
And after this fast-paced action, after lunch, they go. They continue their journey down south, and then they cover the distance and end up here, like almost near this river crossing, right? And they should encounter a place to stay during the night, a safe place to stay during the night, because they are like over 12 miles away from a civilized place. And okay, so they have to find a place to stay, and Enoch will look for this, and maybe instead of rolling die, we can spend 1 lucky point, and Enoch finds a perfect place for the guys to stay safe during the night. Like they find a higher place with some bushes. There are no ants, bees, spiders, snakes over there, and they will stay over there. But they have to maybe dig to set fire in the bottom of this hole, because if they light a fire on top of this place, they can attract bandits, travelers, or other creatures. So they will stay safe like this, right? And Luizu also joined us in this live broadcast. So Luizu, big up to you. Thank you for joining us. And also David Weisberger is here. Hey horrors and heroes! Yeah, so you guys are joining me in this weird journey down south. And if you guys want to help us, please hit thumbs up, like this video, and also subscribe into our channel. And okay, so the guys will sleep in the higher ground, and then we'll wait for the sun and the next day and continue their travel. And okay, they already traveled for 2 days and covering almost 15 miles. Yeah, okay. And so seems that by looking at this map, there is a river crossing this place, and this river seems to be small. So I don't think the guys will have problem crossing this river, and they can cross this river without major issues. And let's consider that the weather is good as the past day, and they are here, and they will cross 12 miles this whole day. And seems there is a small tip that from a place called the Westwood. So there are forests over here, and the guys saw they can see to the east some forests. They cross the river without problems, and they end up here. So they eat another portion of their food. So they left the giant lizard behind. Too much work for nothing, and then maybe during the night. Today was the first day of their journey that they traveled a full day, like over dry ground in good conditions. That's why they covered 12 miles, right? And during the third day traveling, there are woods over here. Not so, not. They are kind of at some distance from this marshland over here, and maybe they can encounter something getting out of the woods. I don't know, a creature. But first, let's check for the chance of encounter. 1, 2, 3, or 4 will be just the chance of encounter. By rolling a 1, there will be an encounter, and something will get out of the woods. Maybe straight forward in their direction, because those guys are without a good bath for days. They are smelling pretty bad. Let's see what will happen. So the higher the number, the tough will be the encounter. Another 6. Okay, if I think that we rolled a 4 before, and that was a giant lizard with a 6. This should be, I don't know, a nasty monster like a wyvern. Yeah, wyvern. It can be a wyvern, like a flying lizard, a flying giant lizard with bat-like wings and a long neck and very sharp teeth. And this creature is as dark as the night, and after sundown the guys can see something like flying from this wood and just disappeared into the clouds above them. And this can be a tough encounter for those guys. I don't know what will happen, but this will be fun to do. Okay, so a wyvern. Oh no, a wyvern. Right, so I think that a defense for fighting a wyvern will be a 10. And this creature, I don't know how many hit points. I will take the 2 highest numbers. A 5 and a 6. I will only use the highest numbers. So this creature have 11 HP hit points. Okay. So this wyvern is hungry and is flying towards the guys. Poor Emur, Hoof and Eunuch. The guys will have to fight a wyvern, and then the creature like darts dash down towards the direction and try to attack the teeniest figure, that's Eunuch.
Hey master, there's There's a creature flying towards us!
And the creature fly over the heads of the guys, and let's check if the creature can grab Eunuch. Pretty bad attack. So maybe there are some winds, and the creature and did not catch Eunuch, but try to grab it. So grab him. So Emur and Hoof. Emur, hey, there's a giant wyvern flying over our heads. And Hoof says, I use my sword to batter it. Let this creature approach us, and I'll cut his neck. And we'll have some. We will cook this creature. And then, after the creature approaches the group, Eunuch will try to use like his sling to throw a pellet against the creature, maybe trying to hit the creature's head. And for this, let's check. Oh, it was a nice throw. 6 plus 4 is a 10. Eunuch hit the wyvern's head and maybe did 2 hit points damage. Maybe hit the creature in his, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, the left eye, 4, 5, 6, the right eye. Okay, for the right eye. And the creature was hidden, and the pellet, the rock that Eunuch thrown hit the creature in the creature's right eye. So maybe for this situation the creature can't attack the guys precisely after this strike. So Emur will try to conjure like energy bolts, like arrows of energy, and throw them against this creature. And I will use the other method, not the lucky score use. And the difficulty for this will be like, this is a very well-known trick. This can be a 7, and Emur has +1. And the fact this trick is very known to Emur, I will add a die, and I will use only the 2 highest dices here. We are improvising a lot, right? We are improvising a lot over MSX, and I love to do this. Okay, we got a 2, a 3, and a 2, and excluding the lowest, we have 5. Emur should roll a 7, but Emur must fight this creature. He will spend 2 lucky points and turn this into this 2 or this 3 into a 5, right? And with a 7 there is success. So Emur is using his magical powers and create some energy bolts flying beside him, and using his fingers fire all the bolts towards the wyvern. And for how many energy bolts? I don't know. 1d6 energy bolts doing 1 hit point each. Okay, 3 energy bolts were created, and they are fired against the creature, and the creature loses another 3 hit points and is 6 hit points now. And then Hoof will try to use his sword to attack the creature while this creature is trying to grab Enoch, because the creature failed, and this is happening at the same time. And Roof take his sword, nasty creature, e tenta acertar, tries to hit the creature. Let's see what will happen. Oh, sorry, David. +1, he only needed to spend 1 luck. Yeah, I mean, I am a bit confused. Only spend 1 lucky point. I think that Emur is still with 1 lucky point. I don't know. After the broadcast, I will check if I was wrong. Sorry, guys. I'm improvising a lot, and when I am alone and during live broadcasts, I have to take notes. It's easy to be confused. Sorry if I missed this point. And okay, Hoof will try to attack the creature. And let's see if Hoof is successful in hitting the creature. So, Hoof lose the momentum, lose the opportunity to hit the creature. Okay, so the creature will take a distance and try to attack the guys another time. And but this should take some time, and then Enoch can throw a pellet, and maybe Emur can use a spell, and Hoof can do nothing because this guy is like a warrior with his sword. But Emur and Enoch can act because the creature is like doing a large curve before flying down again against the guys. Hey, David, thank you for helping me. You guys helping me a lot during our live broadcasts using the chat. So, David, thank you for helping me keep track of everything, because it's very difficult to improvise, go live broadcast and take the right notes. So Emur will try to throw again energy bolts against the creature. So first let's use the 7 difficulty method. +1, because Emur has a +1. Oh yeah, good. There are good numbers here. So this is like a huge success. Maybe with this huge success, let's improvise. Not just only 1d6 bolts appears. Maybe 2d6 bolts of energy appear, and let's see what will happen, how many hit points this creature takes. Okay, 3 + 2 is a 5, and with a 5 this creature is almost killed. Enoch will try to throw another pellet against this creature. Enoch the Tiny using his sling, like David against Goliath. And Enoch, what you're doing, man? You hit the creature in the right eye, and now this. Okay, and the creature will hover over Emur this time, and will try to attack and grab the wizard. And the creature's turn. Ouch! With an 11, Emur will suffer some damage because the creature's claws are fierce, and Emur also is grabbed by the creature claws. Yeah, maybe the creature will take Emur to his nest. We don't know. Okay, so Emur first is grabbed and loses. Please, don't kill Emur. Oh, Emur, sorry, you were killed. You lost all your hit points under the creature's claws. And there is no way to save you, Emur, because you have a very low physical attribute, no health, no constitution, so no way to survive this. So the creature kill Emur before grabbing it. And after killing, the creature grabs and fly away. So Hoof will have a chance to attack this creature. Let's see what we'll have. Oh, 4 plus a 1 is a 5. Plus 1 is a 6. Okay. Hoof can spend 4 lucky points to be successful, and this is what this warrior will do, because in doing this the creature is killed. With 0 hit points the creature is killed, and even killed the creature used his fierce claws to kill Emur. No way to help Emur, because the guys don't have any magical potion. None of those guys are priests or things like that. So Emur was killed, but so was the creature, at least. Okay, no one advised us that this could be a tough journey down south, but maybe better traveling and trying to survive instead of being caught and killed by the thieves in Duquesne. So we can continue our journey. You can use all we did here to continue this on your solo RPG session or on your tabletop RPG session. You can use the lore we develop here to create a background for the adventure you want to improvise with your players. So you can recycle the ideas we develop here to use on your tabletop RPG session or in your solo RPG session. So I just would like to thank you guys for joining me in this, and I hope to do more English videos if you guys show some love, commenting this content, saying, hey Horus, let's do more English videos please, and things like this. And thank you for joining us during this live broadcast. Hit like and thumbs up for this video, and make sure you are subscribed into our YouTube channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you next time. See you soon.